The opposition has accused the Foreign Minister of rewarding terrorists as Australia prepares to shift its stance on Israel at the UN. Well, after Trudy McIntosh in Canberra, Trudy, this trio of motions are right now being debated. So what's the latest?
Yeah, Pete, we're entering into the second hour of this debate at the United Nations General Assembly in New York. We've seen a whole series of countries get up to speak on the three separate motions. The most significant we've had in the last hour from the United States, confirmation that Australia's main ally will oppose all three of these Israel-Palestinian conflict motions. And the indication overnight is that Australia is set to support all three. So a big difference between the two countries here, let alone breaking away from Israel as well. A reminder of what the three motions are, as you see one of the speakers there on the screen. The first is it would support an irreversible pathway to a Palestinian state. The second, condemning Israel's occupation of the Golan Heights. And the third, a more procedural motion about Palestinian representation at the UN. As we wait for these formal votes to take place, I wanted to show you the contribution from the United States, scathing of the one-sided nature of these motions and also criticism back home from the Deputy Opposition Leader, Susan Lake.
One-sided resolutions will not help advance a durable peace and bring us closer to a two-state solution. They only perpetuate long-standing divisions at a moment when we urgently need to work together. The United States will vote against the three resolutions before us today, as they neither advance peace nor create the conditions for direct negotiations between Israelis and Palestinians.
How is this not rewarding terrorists at this point in time? This vote is not going to make any difference to peace in the Middle East, but it could make a difference to our relationship with the US, our strongest ally.
A big claim there from the Deputy Opposition Leader that Australia's votes today could potentially damage the US alliance ahead of Donald Trump's return to the White House in January. This is a statement from Foreign Minister Wong's overnight before we saw this debate. She says, as a constructive middle power, Australia approaches UN resolutions to try and achieve the best outcomes we can. We don't always get everything we want, but if on balance we believe the resolutions will contribute to peace and a two-state solution, we will vote for it. We'll be monitoring very closely, Pete, exactly where this lands if Australia at the last minute decides to abstain. I'll bring you that news when we have it.